Alan Holt joining us with your forecast. Alan and Ryan Breton, very busy the last few hours tracking some severe weather moving through the state. The threat seems to have dialed back a little.
Yeah, there's not as many of them dotting the radar. Still one of them in southern Piscataquis County. That warning may expire as we're on the air right now. It's set to expire at 5:45.
Oh, yeah.
And if my
Maybe
clock
shortly.
is correct,
Might be 5:45.
yeah, it may be expiring currently, but I think southern Maine done for the night, and then improvements really going to start to filter in overnight behind this front that's working through. You see it right in the middle of the state. The storm that was severe warned has now expired as of 5:45. This is the cell right through Dover Foxcroft, just north of Dexter, moving east at 30 to 35 miles per hour. There is heavy rain, some lightning production in it. There likely are going to be some gusty winds on the order of perhaps 40 miles per hour. So hail tracking product absent of any data, which is good news because that means it's not dropping damaging hailstones. Of course, still some lightning in it. Here's the front that will be moving through, and behind that front, that's where the good stuff is. Dew point values in the 50s. Most of the state still feeling pretty humid, but that drier, more comfortable feeling air will filter into the state tonight behind this front as it sweeps through Maine. This is the disturbance driving all of our active weather both last night and this afternoon. The storms today were out along and ahead of this cold front. That front will be moving through tonight. And really after that, it's gorgeous through the weekend. Tomorrow looks great. Nice, comfortable, dry air, mid to upper 70s. A run at 80 on Friday with high pressure building over top of New England for the weekend. That's going to keep these storms offshore. They're going to take a track well away from Maine thanks to this region of high pressure. And again, the weekend is looking pretty nice. So if you have any outdoor plans this weekend, I think it's all systems go in that department. Going to take you into next week now because there's a disturbance that'll be approaching from the north and west. This is Sunday, and this mid-level energy will approach but then stall next week. So you'll see how the modeling handles this piece of energy just off to the west of New England, really through the majority of next week. And this look is an unsettled one for Maine. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have multiple chances for rain next week after what looks to be a picture-perfect weekend. Again, the humidity is going to be comfortable, does start to creep up into early next week as that disturbance approaches from the west. 4 to 6 foot seas tomorrow on area waters. Small craft advisories will be in effect through 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and the 7-day looks amazing through the weekend. Again, into early next week, that's when we'll start to see some unraveling of the gorgeous weather, but peep the overnight low Friday morning, 50. Hello. Sweater weather. We are looking at highs near 80 Friday, Saturday, perhaps Sunday, a few more clouds Sunday, but again, the weekend and really tomorrow and Friday looking really nice. So, you know, these are, if you've got this week and you're vacationing in, I mean, it's just, it's why you do it.
You're speaking my language with the overnight lows.
Yeah. Oh, you like the cool down.
Like that.
Okay, hoodie and shorts guy.
Yeah, bring it on.
Yes.
That's
Made
my
of
season.
ice.
All right, Alan, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.